Ready when you are.
All right, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the August 22nd edition. Welcome to another exciting simulcast live stream of The Ravens Flock.
Yes.
We are simulcasting on both Twitch TV and our YouTube channel. If you're watching, if you have either one, tune in and join in on the discussion. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. Joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Pleasure to be here, as
And joining
always.
us on our right is our host of the Black Files, Mr. Juan Arauz.
How's it going, folks?
Hello, everybody, and if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. Where they find it?
It's going to be right down here.
Please stop pointing at my balls. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
But it contains all the answers that they need.
Listen,
Indeed,
they don't
it
need to
does.
know the answers within my balls. It is fine.
But you'd be surprised what kind of answers these people are looking for.
Besides,
No,
they
stop.
need to grasp in the truth.
Yeah, they can go to
hearty, meaty truth.
my OnlyFans if they want that kind of truth.
Anyways, and yes, while you're watching, leave your comments, leave your questions. If you're watching on your desktop screen, be sure to leave your comments to... Which direction is this?
If you're watching on a computer, it's going to be over here.
Yes,
if you're watching
to-
on your
phone.
mobile device, it's going to be down here.
And for the next 90 minutes, we will answer all questions and all comments. So let's get to it, because I'm pretty excited. I'm excited about tomorrow, because I've made this announcement today. I've
Cool.
shared photos. And yes, there was no Wednesday Night War this week because of basketball season on TNT. But tomorrow, we're going to have our first ever simulcasting edition of Fully Loaded Sunday.
Nora Otaku is saying hello, by the way.
Hey, Nora.
Hello, my powerful nerds of darkness and conventions.
Fully
thank you.
Loaded. Let me give you a little bit of history behind that for all the wrestling nerds out here. Fully Loaded was one of the best pay-per-views in the Attitude Era between 1998 to 2000 in the WWF. It was awesome. There were some memorable matches in Fully Loaded pay-per-views. The Rock versus Chris Benoit, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Undertaker, The Rock versus Triple H in a fully loaded strap match where they
very
whip
nice.
each other with straps.
Slide over
With
to
the
this
Yappa Pie strap.
Oh man, it was hardcore. It was awesome. That is at the height of the Attitude Era, where they were embracing their more adult content in their wrestling.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got a bunch of burly dudes beating the fuck out of each other. Whether you like it or not, there's gotta be some adult content in there.
Giggity.
All that sweating, glistening, pulsating muscle.
And
Awaken my masters.
Guys, I have everything planned for tomorrow's Fully Loaded. I'm gonna be straight passionate to the source. We're gonna have motorcycles. We're gonna have dice. We're gonna have biker gear, and most importantly, we're gonna have pyro.
Yes!
Are we going to have ladies dancing in cages?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. Hang on. Okay, I didn't write that in. Let me
You need to put that in the budget,
Let me
man.
put that in the.
We are running paperwork as we speak. We are doing this
Alright.
in real time. Please be aware that everything you're seeing here is not rehearsed in the least
Yeah.
because we have no idea what the fuck we're doing.
We have every idea what the fuck we're doing. Don't expose our credibility like that.
Listen, man, I had a lot of ideas. I'm not saying all of them were good.
You have to
Otherwise,
understand something. Angel's doing his part by exposing every part of us he possibly can.
every
His
day
fault.
when we wake up, we cut promos every second of our lives.
Indeed. We're
Indeed.
cutting promos on our breakfast. You're gonna
Like I cut my eggs and
we're
bacon.
Gonna be nutritionized by your ass, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah!
And keeping in true Attitude Era fashion, you can. What are the two words?
Suck it! We come from a land down under, where edge was still allowed and celebrated, where pushing the envelope was a necessity to improve upon the broken and staining industry that now permeates every second of our media. We are here to let you know that somebody out there cares to go a little further beyond. Also, if you like wrestling, you can watch Joe's show. The man knows a thing or two about this shit.
Unfortunately, in today's landscape, the Attitude Era is not a factor.
It is a bygone experience.
Indeed,
It is a
especially,
bygone day.
and it's also very hard to invest in professional wrestling with COVID-19 going on. There are a lot of
Alas.
promotions that are wrestling in emptied arenas, limited crowd capacities, and it just doesn't feel the same without having fans in attendance to cheer for the good guys
Yeah.
and boo the bad guys.
You guys-
And go, holy shit for the holy shit moments.
You guys remember that episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Kaiba was so fucking hyped, he created a whole holographic stadium just to have the people cheer for who was winning at the time?
Wait a minute.
Nora is asking, will there be angels sitting on the throne petting a black cat. We don't have a black cat. We can't pet one.
We have a black rabbit, but he's kind of
Hang on,
skittish.
Let me write that in the budget too. Hang on.
Buy a black cat.
We have a black rabbit, but he's kind of skittish. I don't want to scare him, you know.
We're gonna be hollering for about an hour, and that's more than the poor little rabbit can handle.
See, the problem is rabbits are herbivores made of meat that I like to eat. So when a herbivore animal gets close to me, they inherently feel the bloodlust emerging from my character as I figure all the ways to cook them. I got nothing personal against Bonnie, but Bonnie might have something personal against me.
It's okay. I already ordered a priority shipping for a black cat.
Freaking
Excellent.
great.
Nice.
Now, that being said, going back to what you earlier said about a simulated arena or something like that.
Yeah, like
You
even
are
Kaiba
not-
understood the importance of hype.
And apparently so did WWE, because there may or may not have been an inspiration. Oh, look, I'm not saying that Vince McMahon's a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but lately the WWE has broken, I guess you could say broken new grounds with its new setup for its programming that's called the WWE Thunderdome.
Oh boy.
So how exactly does the Thunderdome work?
Ron, you're
Okay.
the tech expert.
How does this
Explain to
field
them how it
spell
works.
apply?
You want to know how this field spell apply? First, the field spell needs to be in the field, over here. where
I
the
play
camera can see.
Thunderdome.
Juan, are you sure Angel isn't a humanoid demon? Maybe.
Well, back when I was in Catholic church and I used to be a church boy, there was this particular priest who kept calling me Satan. It was pretty fun. We all had a good
Don't
laugh
assume
about it.
his species. He's gonna rant about you on 4chan or
No,
No, not
no.
Tumblr. Tumblr is dead.
Yes.
He'll say mean tweets about you.
Nonsense. I would never use the power of social media to attack somebody personally. That is far beneath me.
Oh.
You guys remember the old look of Napoleon? Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake?
I remember that.
Kinda like that.
Neapolitan ice cream.
Exactly. Good enough. The important thing is when I touch the holy water, it didn't boil. So that means that I'm getting away with something that I should. The Lord is on my side.
All right, we're getting way too off. So before we go into what the
Apparently.
Thunderdome is, to give you a bit of a brief timeline, during the beginning of the pandemic, the WWE had been performing in empty arenas in their performance center in Orlando, Florida. This, of course, infuriated, pretty much morale was down for all of WWE performers because they rely on the fans cheering.
Of course.
But now they have broken grounds, I said it again, for the WWE Thunderdome. Juan, you're the tech expert. Explain to them how
Okay.
the Thunderdome works.
Yes.
What are the
Load of this.
mechanics of this dome of thunder?
Get a load of this. Here's your ring where the wrestlers are, right? Here's the entry ramp down here, and here's the barricade. Surrounding the barricade is the world's largest LCD screen.
What?
And guess what's going to be on this LCD screen?
The actual match or the stream?
It's going to be loaded with dozens upon dozens of fans watching via a Zoom meeting.
What?
Oh! Oh!
Are you fucking telling me we're doing a streaming live service for wrestling?
On Thursday night, the WWE have invited fans to test out the Thunderdome in some of the matches that they held, and there were fans in attendance for the Zoom meeting, and they even showed it off again on last night's edition of Friday Night SmackDown, where it featured Jeff Hardy beating AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship.
Huh.
Now, hang on a minute. Juan's pulling up a picture of the Thunderdome as we speak, just so we can get a better understanding, a better perspective.
Is that a Smash Brothers Brawl like select screen?
Take a look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Take a look at that.
Wait, that's like a real thing.
That
Look,
is
okay.
real.
Is that Vince McMahon at the
Yes,
center?
that's Vince McMahon. He opened up SmackDown.
There's a ring. There's the barricade that would normally be there, and instead of fans and seats, they have a flat screen TV surrounding like a cul-de-sac.
That
And
is
I'm gonna
actually
start this
pretty
now.
clever. I won't lie.
That is a clever move. It doesn't feel the same as actually having fans cheer on, but it is
It's
nice.
basically this. Get a load of this.
Get a little closer. Closer.
Okay, hang on.
Closer.
Hang on. There we go.
Focus.
Focus. There we go. There
Okay, so-
is the Thunderdome.
That's the Thunderdome.
That whole thing
ladies
is
and
just
gentlemen.
one
It's
screen.
a giant Zoom meeting screen
Jesus Christ.
surrounding the WWE ring. That way they can simulate having fans on. Having
You know-
people in the building.
You know
Of
what?
course, there are terms and conditions when you join the Zoom meeting for the
I
Thunderdome.
pay for that shit.
Yes.
Oh,
there-
no.
You cannot do anything inappropriate, because if you do anything inappropriate or wear any or sort of content that is considered inappropriate, the WWE will fine you.
So that means
Makes
no
sense.
to your I go honey angel. Sorry.
Once again, their lack of appreciation for true culture shines through. But you know what?
Terms and conditions notwithstanding, this is definitely a next step in their continuing of showing wrestling content during COVID-19. The only questionable thing I have against it is that it's being held at the Amway Center that's in Orlando.
I'll give them credit.
That is what? Okay, so what? They rented out the actual stadium this time?
Yes, they're renting out the Amway Center, and they're using it in the future for all their WWE televised programmings for the Thunder.
How do they fit a screen that big inside? That screen is like... is that like a series of screens connected? Or is that like a solid TV?
It's basically a series of screens set up in...
It's global throwers. Global thrower. What do you call the big-ass TVs in New York and shit?
Those
global
are
throwers?
Jumbotrons.
Yeah, it's just jumbotrons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know what? For all the dumb decisions WWE has done, I will give them, this is actually a pretty clever way to put it there, because this isn't just for the fans. This is for the wrestlers.
The wrestlers.
The wrestlers are actors on a stage, and sometimes you just want to feel the energy of the audience, you know?
Yes.
Let's be honest. There are few things that compare to seeing your favorite wrestler perform their signature move and land it with 100% efficiency. That level of enthusiasm is like something that bounces back and forth in the audience.
It's adrenaline. It's
Exactly.
a feedback surge.
It's mimetic, psychotic. It's like mimetic enthusiasm. You feel it, and they feel it because you feel it.
Yes, indeed.
Can you feel it, brother?
There's only one person that's not going to be feeling it in the future, and that is soon-to-be ex-WWE employee. Her name is Renee Young.
What happened with her?
To give you a little background about her first, Renee Young has been with the WWE since 2011, and she's been doing all sorts of multiple jobs. She's been a backstage interviewer. She's done play-by-play commentary for the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. She's been on talk shows like after their wrestling shows, such as Talking Smack,
and backstage.
And she was on WWE Backstage on Fox Sports 1 before they canceled it due to low ratings.
Too bad. So she's been around. She's a well-known name
She
in the
is a
industry.
well-oiled machine, and she's got credibility outside of professional wrestling. She's been a sportscaster for the Toronto Sports Network and for ESPN. So she's got an impressive resume.
And she's working on a cookbook.
And
I'm sorry, you just kind of threw me off with that one.
and
Cooking in the ring.
she decided after 8 years in the WWE that she'll be leaving the company. Very likely, like, as we speak,
Yes.
right now.
That is
Her,
important.
her last appearance will be this year. Oh.
Nor regarding the Thunderdome, it sounds like a smart idea. It kind of does. I hope it doesn't come off stupid, because the WWE, in one of their test shots, what they wound up doing is that they took one guy's live stream feed and copied and pasted him, scattering one guy across their test run.
Okay. fair enough.
So there's one thing of content control. So like, yeah, great.
Well,
These guys are fucking allowed to do
there's
it.
always got to be rules in place, because, listen, man, you don't want to turn on that screen and see somebody's pixelated junk waving in your face.
Yeah, no.
True, but on the other hand,
And you know some
they're
asshole is
cheating
not right.
they're cheating by saying, "Oh, hey, look at all these people," when it's like 5 of the same one guy showing up at the same time.
We have done this 7 times before, and we have become exceedingly proficient.
But getting back onto the topic, yes. For Renee Young, and I've been following her posts, and I've been following news outlets, her departure from the WWE, first of all, her final time in the WWE will be after this year's SummerSlam,
which is tomorrow.
Jinx. After tomorrow, she's done with the WWE, and based on everything, all the sources that I've read, her departure is attributed to this. Number one, the WWE's mismanagement of using Renee Young, not using her to her full potential. Like as we detail, she has so much credibility to offer, but she has not, because she's been underutilized in the company. Number two, when there was a COVID-19 outbreak and there were several WWE personnel tested positive, Renee Young was one of them.
Oh, shit.
But no one in the higher ups of WWE ever bothered to contact her.
Like, oh, hey,
Wow.
you might have caught COVID. Sorry about that.
You might be a
Here's
carrier of
2
a
weeks
disease.
left.
Not a single phone call from any of the top executives of WWE.
Not even a dog, not even mail, nothing.
No.
They just essentially let her walk around knowing that she was a risk, not only to herself, but to other... Yeah, no, fuck
She
those
had to
guys.
stay home and self-quarantine 2 weeks with her real-life husband.
We were actually going to bring that up. I was actually going to bring that up as a little punchline, because folks are anticipating and postulating and guessing where she might be going after she leaves the WWE. And the first place that everyone's thinking about is All Elite Wrestling. And the main reason they think that, it just so happens to be the fact that her husband is the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. So maybe that might be a reason why.
So once again, WWE continues their ever infallible policy of walking up to the goose that lays the golden eggs and just going, the gun goes boom, boom, boom.
Pretty much, man. This is just
They're treating their talent like Doom Guy treats demons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Okay, I was actually listening to a video from Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer Radio, and he was actually bringing up a good point. Renee Young has excellent play-by-play and analysis and interviewing. She's very personable. She's excellent on the mic. So when they put her up to be on commentary, one of the things that you think of, like, okay, why do the commentary guys have headphones with a microphone when they're broadcasting?
They don't lose their shit when they have a microphone in their hand?
Hang on.
It's worse. It's worse. Because in the headphone part, they're being fed lines by Vince McMahon himself backstage.
What?
And he's hollering, you need to call this match, you need to tell them to son of a bitch.
Wait,
you
what?
You need to have commentary.
Whoa,
You need to
whoa,
talk
whoa,
to each
whoa.
other. You need to have a banter. You have to imagine that
I
shit
did not
in
know
your
about
ear.
this. Are you telling me that son of a bitch is literally doing is backseat driving the goddamn wrestling commentary?
That is a horrible degree of micromanaging your staff.
Bro, you should be in your office signing papers and shit. What are you doing here?
No. Vince McMahon is, for better or worse, very hands-on in every aspect of his wrestling.
That is an astounding level of, let me just put my foot in here and see what happens.
Pretty much.
It's like the one running joke that people have, like, is if Vince McMahon can clone himself 80 times over, then he would be able to run the show all by himself exactly the way he wants it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just make everyone do exactly what he says and what he wants. Like,
That's
the
just
control
sad.
freakness about the guy, the control freakness about him has led to the biggest successes and the biggest failures that WWE has ever had.
So it's a 50-50 shot. Either the
Exactly.
idea is going to work or it's going to eat dick on the ground.
And in this case, when it comes to Renee Young, a lady who's got so much personality on her own, it gets wiped the fuck off.
Just Windex that just...
Yeah.
Oh.
Personality gone. A unique persona that comes off gone.
Bruh.
Your own opinions and your own calls gone.
If
This
you're
is
not
what happens when you live
If you're
there.
not following suit by Vince McMahon, then you are not relevant.
Man, it
You're
kind of
not
reminds me of
relevant.
a Japanese game show where you're supposed to do everything by the book. Oh, jeez, that's depressing.
This is
I didn't know about this. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh, well, now you know.
This is a horrible sign of the disrespect that WWE has slapped down onto Renee Young. And yeah, you know what? Honestly, we can't confirm or deny if these reasons are true about Renee leaving. But if they are, who could blame her?
They are just very likely. Then again, now she's got an 8-year resume of an excellent career. I mean, imagine the fact that she managed to become this famous despite the fact that she had that angry voice whispering in her
ass
ear.
for 8 years.
8 years, and she still managed to become such a well-known popularity. Once again, Golden Goose, Super Shotgun.
Yes.
Not even, no, what? Golden Goose, Gauss Cannon.
That being said, we here at the Ravensloft, we wish Renee Young all the best. I even personally tweeted out to her saying like, hey, I enjoyed your work in the WWE. I really hope that you achieve all your full potential, like breaking out of the bubble. I can't remember the tweet, but I showed my respect. That is a sign of a fan. It doesn't have to be a wrestling fan. It could be any fan of any personality from WWE. That is a sign of a fan showing respect and appreciation.
Are you sure about that, Izzy? Because I pulled up your tweet here, and it says, "Hey, Renee Young, winky face emoji. What you wearing, baby? Hot face emoji."
Hey, don't show them that!
What's with all the eggplants?
I have no idea. Here to explain.
I mean,
You know she's a married lady, right?
I'm happy that you're getting into gardening, Joe, but I don't get the eggplants.
Maybe he wants to learn from her cookbook. What to do with his eggplants.
I mean, I've been down to trying some recipes by a famous wrestling celebrity, but why eggplants, though?
Shut up, okay? You don't understand.
It's very nutritious, Angel.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Then obviously it must have been a spam bot of my name on there. Come on. There's no way.
Yeah, it says Angel, it says,
It was
totally the real Jose. 65. I don't know what happened to the other 65.
You don't have a blue checkmark, Jose, so I don't think it really was Orgasm.
See, I know it wasn't me because I only go to Twitter for two things. Shit takes and hentai. That's the only thing I find there.
On the subject of shit tastes and fucking ridiculous tweets, yeah, no, trust me. There is a line that you should not cross when it comes to fandom. And when you cross that line, that fandom becomes obsession, and obsession can lead to dangerous places.
There's nothing wrong with loving the stars that present the things that you like, but we must remember, boys and girls, that there is a very, very thick line between reality and fantasy. And when people begin to forget that, they become loony fans. Nobody wants to be a fan like that. If you don't believe me, go look up some of the documentaries about idol culture in Japan. There is some creepy fucking shit in there, let me tell you.
Or better yet, just read up on current events. Current WWE superstar Sonya Deville was surprised by an attacker that was waiting in her home.
I don't think you actually caught it over here. Why don't you actually read us the article from the Tampa Bay Times?
All right, this is an updated article. No bail for a man accused of trying to kidnap WWE star Sonya Deville. And this was ruled by a Hillsborough Circuit Court judge that the South Carolina man is a threat to the community and will stay in their county jail.
That fucker's staying in jail forever.
Putting it simply, we had a psycho bust in at the Tampa apartment home of WWE superstar Sonya Deville, and he got caught and he got arrested because he busted in and he was waiting for her with a knife in hand. The guy wasn't just planning on kidnapping her, he was going to go full on.
You know what the funny thing is? That dude got lucky the police caught him instead. She's a former MMA fighter. That woman is a professional in the art of breaking people's bodies. If that dude tried to slip a knife on her, she was going to turn his organs into soup.
Oh, yes.
So listen, Joe.
She was going to turn him into a bag of juice shaped like a person.
According to this article, the Hillsborough Circuit Judge Catherine Catlin found that Philip Thomas II, that is the culprit's name.
By the way, that's the only time we're going to mention his name from this point on. We're just going to call him the idiot.
The idiot is a threat to the safety of the community and denied the defense's motion to set bail. He's accused of traveling more than 450 miles from South Carolina to Hillsborough County, home of Sonya Deville, and to take her hostage early Sunday. Deputies said that, yes, as Juan said, he had a knife and pepper spray.
Bruh.
He faced charges of aggravated stalking, armed burglary of a dwelling, and attempted armed kidnapping. Prior to his arrest, investigators say he allegedly sent hundreds of messages to Sonya Deville through social media, some of which were direct threats of violence to her and her family.
Bruh.
I believe we've heard this one before. Tell me if you've heard this before. Actually, you know what? Here.
Oh, hang on a minute. We're about to get an illustration.
Jesus Christ.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
So, congratulations to that moron for ruining his entire life over... What, did he hate her or did he like her?
He liked her. He was obsessed with her.
See, that makes it even creepier because I understand that one of the objects found within him was chloroform. Which
She
leads me
don't
to
like you like she don't know you like I know you, Slim.
which,
No one does.
Which
She
leads
don't
me
know
to
what it's
believe
like people
that
like
this
us
man
growing
had...
up.
See, this leads me to believe this fellow had far more disturbing desires in mind than just committing murder. Most likely this was going to turn into a rape that was then going to turn into a murder. That is, of course, failing the fact that she was most likely going to grab this dude and turn him into a demonstration of what happens to a dummy when the crash test is done.
Yeah.
She was going to make him a eunuch the old-fashioned way, back before we had bronze tools or stone tools.
So congratulations,
or tools.
sir. You ruined your entire life. You show the rest of the world what a disgusting sicko you are. And now you're going to jail, where there's a lot of people who most likely have beef with you.
Yes, indeed. The
And your ass.
The incident took place on August 16th, last Sunday at 2:30 a.m., 1 week before their pay-per-view of WWE SummerSlam.
So this past Sunday.
This past Sunday. In fact, last night, well, first of all, currently Sonya Deville is in the middle of a rivalry with Mandy Rose. And they're scheduled to face off at SummerSlam in a hair versus hair match where the loser loses his hair. However, last night, Sonya Deville cut a promo to Mandy Rose saying that instead of a hair versus hair match, it's going to be a no disqualification match, and the loser leaves WWE.
Damn.
Now, this can be speculated as a means to write off Sonya Deville so that she can take some time off of WWE following the incident.
So like,
I can see it.
Like, it makes sense, like, if she's going to leave and lose the match and lose or leaves town, whatever, that she kind of needs the break to deal with this dog shit from this idiot.
Alas, the hardships of fame are dangerous pitfalls.
Yeah, dude.
Bottomless trap hole.
No, this guy is a dangerous pratfall. Because he's banana split, fell into a box of mousetraps with tar and feather falling on him, and the dog that pisses on Rex and Weevil and Yu-Gi-Oh comes up and pees on him.
He home aloned himself.
I have a picture of his mugshot.
No, we're
So,
not going to show the face of a
For once,
idiot.
in these difficult times, we would like to give our thanks to the boys in blue for doing their damn job.
It was actually the sheriff's office, but
To the boys in green for doing their damn job.
For once.
And doing some forest rangering on this motherfucker.
once.
While he's in jail getting pounded down by Big Boba every night, I hope you appreciate that all of this was your decision and no one else's.
as for Sonya Deville, if this storyline is definitely a way to write her off the TV so that she could take an indefinite leave, I don't blame her. This experience can be traumatizing to anyone.
Yeah, man,
For
go ahead,
real,
take a break.
It's a godless mess.
You deserve a
I wouldn't
break.
freaking blame her.
So she can work out the rage, because let's be honest, she would have done things to that man that they would whisper on in the dark hallways of the city in fear. That man would have gone to the hospital and gotten a whole new entry on the medical manual from the injuries he would have received. He got off easy by being caught by the cops. Do you have any idea what an MMA fighter can do to a person that doesn't know how to fight? Do you have any idea the surgical strikes they can deliver to a soft, flabby human body?
All right. So, adhering to Juan and Angel's request, no, I'm not going to show his mugshot, but dude, I took a look at his picture. He looked like he didn't give a fuck. He was just bland face, like
It was blank. There was nothing going on.
He didn't care. He knew what he was doing.
She would have made him feel.
It was like, I'm either going to succeed or I'm going to die trying. Either way, I'll be famous. Nope, your ass ain't famous. We're not going to speak your name anymore. You're just the idiot who's got his life saved by the cops of all people from getting yourself manually castrated by Sonya fucking Deville. So you sit on that, you ruminate, you thank them. You thank those pigs.
They
You
save
thank
your
the
balls.
oinkies. Thank the oinkers for sparing you from Sonya Deville, because she would have killed you.
So,
He's gonna have it worse. The judge has already passed her sentence, and he's gonna
His
suffer worse.
congratulations.
Much worse.
You brought this all on yourself.
I believe there was an old song. He had it coming.
He got it coming
He only had himself to
to
blame.
blame. He's going to jail. His body's getting rammed.
Then surely you would have done
The
the
same.
same.
So guess what? You don't get a name. You don't get a face. You get a number. You are less than nothing in the world of society. You have become the one thing everybody knows and can happily easily ignore. Congratulations. You have become a statistic. I hope you're happy.
Less than zero.
The only number that the world will know you for is your prisoner number, and when you get out of jail, your life will be ruined forever. So I hope it was worth it, buddy.
Such is the life of a prison bitch.
Yep. Incredible.
That's what they get.
One thing that I did want to bring up, and I'm a little bit disappointed for anyone who's watching, we do want to thank you guys for tuning in and for watching our programming every week. We try to make things interesting. We try to make things fun. We try to enlighten and lighten up the mood for everyone, because we know that everybody's locked up. We're depressed. We're angry. We hate ourselves. We hate the world. I just have to deal with like
Okay,
2
okay,
hours.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Click.
Just-
Yeah. Let me just mute your mentions right here. Actually, you know what?
Mute these announcements forever
You know
from my
what?
social
I'm gonna
media.
mute your mention and your ability to mention. Boom. Ha! You have no voice. Boom. I just censored you. And furthermore,
Fucking kumquats.
no. But the one thing that I did want to bring up is that at the beginning of this week, we set up a contest for everyone on social media, and we asked you guys to tell us what you do for fun. We started up the hashtag Fun is Allowed, and we actually brought out our brand new Fun is Allowed t-shirts available on our Teespring store. The winner was going to be announced tonight, right now, and we were going to give you a free shirt. We were going to try and reach out, and we were going to give you guys just a free shirt to show our appreciation and let everyone else know that we have a brand new Fun is Allowed t-shirt by the Ravens flock, just so we can lighten up a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
But the problem is, regrettably, we got like 0 engagement on it.
We got 0.
It appears that we have been buried by a sea of drama and the world simply doesn't notice our existence anymore.
But you know what? Listen, the only thing we can do as the Ravens flock is to press on and be better. So you know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to keep that going, and we're going to keep sharing it, and we're going to continue sharing it, because guess what? I would like to believe that out of the millions of masses of nerds on the internet, there's at least a few people that are willing to share what they do to have fun.
You're
because
Christian.
someone out there will want that t-shirt because they believe in the same thing that we do. Yes, fun is allowed. Despite everything that's going on, fun is allowed. And it doesn't matter what you do. What matters is if you're having fun doing it.
When the founding fathers got together to sign the Declaration of Independence, when they got completely roaring shit-faced drunk and threw all that tea over the harbor, I dare anybody to believe that they were not laughing their asses off when they were flexing on the Brits.
We are the Raven Squad, and we are the guys that take any negative and we turn it into a positive.
Can we put that on a shirt, flexing on the Brits?
Flexing on the Brits? I don't know.
Can we insult an entire country and get away with it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Speaking of getting away with it, I got some fun news for you guys.
Alright, go right ahead.
So, as you know, when you're big enough on Twitch, you can put a bot
You mean
to
YouTube?
No, I mean Twitch.
Twitch.
You can put a bot to read donations for you automatically. That way it doesn't distract you from the gameplay.
Yeah.
The bot basically reads it to you in the voice of Stephen Hawking. And, you know, it's automatic. Somebody donates, the bot reads it. So, Burger King, in what I can only describe as a 4D chess galaxy brain play, has donated small amounts to streamers, 3, 5, 10 bucks, and put an advertisement. So, the streamer gets a little money, and the robot reads the advertisement for them. And this has resulted in a mixed reaction. Some streamers are like, hey man, whatever, free cash. A bunch of other streamers are screaming like, how dare you not pay me the entire fucking budget of your advertisement firm. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta hand it to them, but that's pretty fucking smart.
That's smart.
They don't have to
I
give
don't think
away
I like it,
hundreds
but
of
that's
dollars in the
smart.
contract. They still pay you. It's a donation amount. And your robot reads the fucking advertisement for them. So you know what? I gotta give it to Burger King. Ich lieben Kapitalismus. Well played, sir. You fucking got him. You got him.
Of your capitalism phrase.
Yeah, no, do it.
I'm gonna see what I can do about that.
It's in German.
But
Kapitalismus
yeah.
with a K.
But on the subject of all things that are fun, because I want to turn this around, alright? I don't want to
Oh,
talk about
boy.
anymore about pieces of shit trying to ruin fun for everybody by being stalkers.
Yeah.
I want to talk about fun. I want to talk about things that are coming back, things that were awesome in the 90s that are making a resurgence.
We can have coke on cocaine again?
No.
Oh.
That was back in the like late 40s, early 50s.
I would like to hear an argument against why it shouldn't be brought back. Somebody in this whole wide world tell me right now, why should we start putting coke on the coke again? All
I
right.
think this is better.
Because Slam Jam is more addictive.
Yes, under the mighty guise of LeBron James. Is that his name?
LeBron James.
Slam Jam, Space Jam 2, Electric Boogaloo, Revenge of the Ooze, Revengeance 2, Sons of the Patriots, Bowling Squad is coming back. Somehow, the most mimetic movie of the 90s is making a return, and we still have no idea what the hell the plot is. But here we are. Slam Jam 2 is now in production. I don't think you guys understand how much of a movement this is. This is the thing that popularized mimetic mutation, and the Slam Jam song has received more remixes than any other song in the history of YouTube. And somehow it's coming back. Now, whether the humor can adapt to this, we don't know, but I'm eagerly waiting for it.
Right? So, Wancho, our cinematic wise man,
Long story short, once upon a time, in the magical, far-off world of 1996,
Jesus, I'm old.
basketball legend Michael Jordan announced his retirement of the sport to the entire world. He decided, I think I'm going to try golfing. I think I'm going to try and be professional in baseball. I want to try other sports endeavors. It doesn't go well for him.
Yeah,
People
no.
kowtow to him, or they try to brush his ego, but he's a very proud man. He got to where he was as the Sultan. They call him his royal airness for a reason.
That man defied gravity.
Not even our tall motherfucker here could reach his heights in the basketball court.
It was like the colossal titan breaking through the walls, except he's wearing a jersey.
The number 23 jersey, don't ever fucking forget it.
Oh, that
Put
was
the
his
23 on the end and show some respect on it, because that's what's up.
The 23rd titan shifter.
However, not all is well in the world. Out beyond the stars, a race of alien cartoons who run an amusement park in outer space, ran by Danny DeVito as an alien cartoon.
That was Danny DeVito?
That was Danny DeVito.
And you'll always lose.
It's always sunny in Looney Tunes.
Holy fuck, I just realized he even looked like him as an alien. What the
It's
fuck
Danny
is this?
DeVito. Like,
It's Danny
is there any doubt? Was there any doubt?
It's Alien DeVito.
Alien DeVito.
You notice that every
He
time
just-
Danny DeVito plays a character in an animated series, it's just him.
It's just.
It looks like him. It acts like it's just. They don't even give him acting instructions. Just read the lines. Just read the lines as DeVito.
So anyway, I started blasting.
So anyway, I started brawling.
So he's decided that his spatial amusement park could use a new attraction.
I gotta
So
pee.
he-
Excuse me.
All right, go ahead. You go and pee real quick.
You do your thing.
You
Talk to
got
me.
all the basketball we're talking here.
Oh no, it's orange.
What is Alien DeVito?
Hang on. Let me mute your microphone while you go pee.
So, in his search to find attractions for his alien amusement park, what does Alien DeVito do?
Alien Dan DeVito decides, I'm going to go to the planet Dirt. I mean Earth. I mean land. I mean Earth. It's planet Earth. And I'm going to kidnap the Looney Tunes and force them to be my star attraction. Holy crap. Was that fast?
No.
Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's K-Storm. What's up? You can talk. What are you looking for? You're just here.
K-Storm's just looking around.
What's up?
Where in...
You smell something? What's up?
K-Storm is...
You're being nosy.
You're being nosy. Oh, I thought K-Storm was in a scout.
Okay, well, you know what happens to nosy people? They get put on camera. What's up?
Okay. I think you need to talk more Space Jam.
Alright, so, the aliens decide that they're going to go kidnap the Looney Tunes. So, the Looney Tunes said, oh no, well, guess what? We're going to challenge you guys. You can't just kidnap us outright. We're going to challenge you tiny, pea-sized aliens to a sports contest, and if you win, we come along. If you lose, you leave us. Alright, what's the game? Oh, well, that's easy. You guys are tiny and diminutive. We challenge you to a game of basketball.
There's no way those tiny little aliens...
You gotta remember, these guys are pea-sized. They're tiny little shrimpy balls of alien stupidity.
They're the size of my hand!
No, not even. They're smaller.
Okay.
So they decide at that point... Oh, hang on. K-Storm's back. Oh, thank you.
Oh my. Alrighty, so...
Ooh, that's right.
So in order to gain an advantage over the Looney Tunes, what do these tiny little aliens do?
These tiny little aliens decide that they're going to take a basketball, imbue it with magic powers, and have the greatest stars of the NBA have their powers, their basketball abilities zapped out on this basketball. And so the aliens decide that now that they collected the power of these basketball players, they're going to harness it themselves. And they turn into gigantic, roided out monstrosities, monsters from the stars.
Taller than me!
I believe they called them Monstars, if you will. And that caused the Looney Tunes to panic because they done goofed. Because they didn't realize that the aliens had this power or that they were going to play fair.
So how could they even those odds?
Simple. By going to the man himself. By seeking the help of his royal airness. By seeking and enlisting, they kidnapped. Kidnapped, I think is a word? They kidnapped Michael Jordan.
But this kidnapping is allowable.
Apparently. So Michael Jordan, in his best acting at a green screen...
The best acting he can give.
He decides to go ahead and join in. This also leads to the enrollment, the recruit. They brought another character in.
Yep.
A brand new character, a lady character named Lola Bunny.
Oh!
And thus began some of the germ of the furry community was born in a wellspring of staring at the... Okay, let's not lie. If you saw Lola Bunny at your age, you're a furry now. Okay? If you saw Lola Bunny and thought she was hot, you're a furry now.
She will capture you at first sight.
There's no lie. There's no way around that. I'm sorry.
Now we don't want to spoil the rest of the plot because we want
It's 20 years old. We can spoil the plot.
but we want to give our viewers a chance to research.
Go watch the Slam Jams.
Yes, they have awesome stars.
Bill Murray's in it.
Bill Murray from the Ghostbusters.
Bill Murray as Bill Murray playing Bill Murray being Bill Murray.
Indeed. Plus, you'll have lots of fun. It's a lot of laughs, lots of shenanigans, because of course it's the Looney Tunes. Listen, you weren't around back then in the 90s, but there's a special place in our hearts for Space Jam, okay? Now, unfortunately, Michael Jordan will not be in the sequel to Space Jam. However, we do have another NBA star that will be joining the Looney Tunes, known as LeBron James.
Angel, you can turn your headphone back on now.
He's LeBron James.
You turned it off.
You turned it off, dude. Turn it back on.
Hang on.
Can you hear me?
Hang on.
God damn it.
Now we can. There you go. Now
LeBron James, bitch.
So yeah, kids, guys, you don't know this, but back in the 90s, there was a special place in our hearts for Space Jam.
Basketball's one hell of a drug.
We were mentioning on the screen here, Angel, that of course the Space Jam movie also gave us a brand new Looney Tunes character by the name of Lola Bunny.
Ah, yeah, the fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got a lot better in the new Looney Tunes show, but let's be honest, that was there because the artist had some special needs. I'm not saying that man was watching anime.
Let's not lie to ourselves. As I said earlier, if you watched Space Jam and had a crush on Lola Bunny, odds are you're a furry now.
Listen, man, I ain't gonna judge. I'm judging you right now. But I ain't gonna judge. All I'm saying is, they knew what they were doing. They gave her a fucking hip-to-waist ratio that looked like a fucking hourglass. And she has legs that go on for... And remember when the Nostalgia Critic was like, people don't want to fuck bunnies? And I'm like... Naive fool.
I know, right?
Let's just say, whoever drew her original design,
I commend you.
he wanted to put his dick on that ass.
Okay, let's
And I'm like, you know what? I watch enough anime to know where this is going. It's cool, bruh.
That being said, we don't have more information on the sequel, but you can bet a 50-50 chance that Lola Bunny will be joining the rest of the Looney Tunes.
No, she won't.
How do you think?
Because the moment they put her there, somebody's gonna start complaining about the feminization of anthropomorphic characters and accuse us of being pedophiles or some shit like
Well,
that.
no, because it's another question. Which adaptation of Lola Bunny would they put in
It
there?
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Twitter is a shit pool cesspile.
Like, okay.
I know those words are mixed, I don't care.
For the record, Lola Bunny's got just as much right to be in the movie as anyone else.
No.
Yes.
The second they make her sexy, somebody will complain about it.
She's always been sexy.
No, too bad.
The
No,
whole
she's
point was
not.
that
No,
she
you don't
was
understand.
sexy.
You don't understand, Juan. Beauty is no longer... Fun is allowed. Conventional female beauty, not anymore.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Oh, I don't have to.
Prove it when Space Jam comes out.
You know what?
The actual
You know what?
sequel-
I hope that I am wrong. Forever. Anyway, I got something to tell you. Are you guys ready to be fucking disgusted with humanity?
Go right
All right, we're taking a turn south. Hang on.
So let's talk about society.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
As you know, a fantastic anime by the name of Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out has been making the rounds recently, and he has become immortalized in the land of social media because the blue checkmarks at Twitter are very angry about the fact that short women with big tits exist. Now, gentlemen, we are all hot-blooded heterosexual men.
Yes.
We also have fairly white-collar skin, so I guess that means that we are Nazis, but
No,
I'm
we're
going to
not.
put that aside.
Like our skin.
Funny quiz
Our
is-
skin's considered brown. Jose's the closest one to white because of his pale ass.
I know.
What? So-
I'm an albino Cuban, but go on.
We love women. We love them in a way, shape, or form. We love them for their bodies. We love them for their minds. We just love women. That's our jam. It's our thing.
It's
I
our
appreciate
slam
if you
jam.
don't kink shame me for loving women. Now, I understand that women come in all shapes or sizes.
Yes.
Now, that stands to reason that means that short women exist. Am I correct here?
You are correct. Go on.
Yes.
Now, I understand that women with big tits also exist. Am I correct here?
Yes.
You are.
Am I bowling? So I need you guys to help me with this.
No, you're good. You're
Now,
good.
by process of elimination and general, what's the word I'm looking for? Genetic diversity, short women with big badungas must exist.
I know this for a fact. My wife is one of them.
Fucking
She busted
possible.
in.
How tall is Lyra again?
5'2".
She is 5'4", 5'5".
Right, so, and she's got mighty basongana hogamanongs.
She's got rich mahogany.
Exactly.
Why-
So
why
that
do you
means
think
that
she
every
bought me this
single
wine? Cheers.
so that means that every single complaint about Uzaki-chan is wrong. There have been myriad complaints, very much mocked, of course, about the fact that she's unrealistic, that she's too young, that the people who like this design must be the ones that like to diddle the children. And I'm sitting here going, isn't Usagi-chan like fucking 19 years old?
Have you screen capped any of the comments?
Thankfully, no. I don't want to like dirty my phone with this.
Okay.
And we have had the usual gamut of complaints from this is unrealistic to I fixed her. And the resulting artwork of I Fixed Her is the most Tumblr-esque garbage to ever raise my eyes. If I had a steel brush used to clean fucking pipes, I would apply it to my aqueous membrane right now. But you know what? This is good. You know why?
Yes. She had like no proportions. Everything was flattened out. She looked kind of like this pillow, right?
That's a flattering picture for the pillow.
Angel, no, Jose, hug this pillow.
Also,
Get
she
away
was
from now.
brown for some reason,
Oh
which
my
means
God, you're calling her. Get off.
also one of the I don't know what is it with Tumblr and turning every character brown. Doesn't that mean you are erasing their original race to begin with? Like,
girl's
help me here.
Japanese.
Yeah, isn't that racist against the Japanese?
Why would you turn their character brown?
But
Why
I
would you
digress.
change the ethnicity of the character to be Japanese?
Also, you know
Angel,
the one thing that disgusts me the most?
What?
What's the name of that genetic disease where your skin
Oh,
discolors?
vitiligo.
Yeah, they use that like a fucking price. They use it on every character, and I'm like, bro, that's not a sign of diversity. That's a sign of an actual skin disease that causes severe health problems.
But
That's
poor
like
Michael Jackson wound up having it. Did you know that?
yeah, that's like putting a character on a wheelchair and telling you that their fucking disability makes them more diverse. That's the
Stupid.
dumbest shit. But I digress. You know what though? This is good
Why?
because all of these people and the disgusting things they
just
have
wanna
done
talk about
have
Space
only
Jam.
served on two things: A, righteous mockery, and B, Uzaki-chan has become more popular now than ever before.
Ha.
So congratulations, dipshits. You have done the impossible. You immortalized the character. Also, you know what the best part is though?
What?
Uzaki-chan, based on her character, she would laugh her ass off at these people. She's a fucking troll. She's a goddamn troll. She would see this and she would piss herself in laughter.
She would. She would.
But anyway, that's not what I'm calling about.
What were you gonna call about?
The very people who make a mayhem based on maze have no make a bit about this one. Yo motherfuckers know about cuties.
We were actually gonna bring that up a little bit, but like let's try and keep it short because what's been said about the stupid Cuties Netflix movie has already been done.
I'm going to read the synopsis for you.
We discussed the thing.
I'm
I
going
really
to
wanted to
read.
keep it about Space Jam for Christ's sake.
Oh, sorry, we'll go back in just a second. I'm going to end
Jesus
this
Christ,
quickly.
man! Quit derailing.
11-year-old immigrant girl Amy, originally hailing from Senegal, India, lives with her mother Maria,
Okay, I'm gonna
in one of
need-
Paris's poorest neighborhoods in an apartment along with her two younger brothers waiting for her father to rejoin the family from Senegal. Things turn swiftly as Amy is fascinated by her disobedient neighborhood Angelica's twerking clique called the Cuties, an adult-style dance troupe which has contrast fortunes and characteristics of Americans' traditional costume, values, and traditions. And if the paragraph I just read right now doesn't fill you with what can only be described as primal disgust, hello, my name is Chris Hansen. Would you like to take a seat?
So what we're trying to
Bruh!
say is this show is stupid.
It was
Bruh!
It was a movie and it was a French film, and in France people are weird because the age of consent is 15, so of course 11-year-olds
See,
look like
friends,
they're
this is why
19.
nobody likes to talk to you. Say what you will about Japan, but at least they wait a little longer before the weird shit happens.
Like they'll give you they'll have this tiny poopsie thing and they'll say she's 19 years old, and they'll have this tall hulking dude who's
I'm still in high school. I am a freshman.
No, I'm a high school freshman. It was only a normal average 15-year-old boy.
Yes.
I've
Jojo.
seen comments on this on
Let's
my
leave it.
newsfeed
Come on.
on Facebook, so I don't want to waste too much time on it. But
Yeah, let's make it
We're
simple.
trying to have fun. We're trying to slam jam.
Okay,
Sorry,
we're gonna get to
bucket of cold water right here.
Here we go. Can we also blame Netflix for their advertising?
They were stupid.
Please
and they
don't.
apologized for
They should
how they
have,
said
bro. The word 11-year-old girls or boys should never be anywhere near the word twerking. Okay?
Ever.
Like, bruh.
That's like
BRUH.
That's like a modern day Sparkle motion.
Far be it for me to fall into the panic of moral righteousness,
that
but
reference.
listen, man.
Yeah, they never watched
When they are
Sparkle.
that young, there is some shit they should not be exposed to. Okay, let them grow on their own. This is just what? Also, isn't like the French guy didn't he have some legal troubles for child abuse or some shit like
He had
that?
some legal troubles, but you know what? I don't want to put them on the spotlight. Let's go right back to the space.
Anyway, that was garbage.
Please.
Let's go to things that we actually want to talk.
Let's get
Balls.
Let's get back to Space Jam, for Christ's sake.
We got
You really-
balls.
So, what other information has been revealed about the sequel?
Only that it's in production now. It'll be out in 2021, from what we could tell. And we don't have a plot synopsis, but to be perfectly fair, do you really need too deep of a plot for sequel to Space Jam? Probably not.
I will be disappointed no matter what they write. You know what? When they post the movie on Netflix, I want the synopsis area to be completely blank. Don't tell me a damn thing. I want nothing to be known.
Okay, here's the rub on this. Something that actually came up this past Thursday on his Nerd Wars stream, our good friend, the Lord and Ruler of the Popcorn Planet himself, Mr. Andy Signor, he actually put up a thing saying like, well, I tweeted the release of LeBron James in the new Toon Squad jersey, which I'm going to show you, by the way. Just to give you
I did saw the picture. It's pretty good.
Just to give you a comparison on there between, okay, ignore this, dude.
Let's just hope that he is able to reach the same heights that Mr. Jordan did.
Here's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And right here is LeBron James in his brand new Toon Squad.
I really like the new one.
So radical.
I noticed that they are doing the old classic of let's mix orange with blue for a more appealing color palette to the eyeball. That being said, though, I really do hope Mr. James can reach to like the heights that Mr. Jordan reached.
Like,
because he's short, get it?
I was gonna say LeBron James is up there. If it wasn't him, it would have been Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul. But to be perfectly fair, LeBron James, like, if you must have a Space Jam sequel, if you can't have Kobe Bryant, go with LeBron James. He's right up there, and he's got the mantle of like the icon of basketball right now. So totally worth it.
Absolutely.
Getting back to our friend Andy Signor, while he was discussing this, he's like, wow, my tweet about the reveal of LeBron James is making a lot of big deal. I'm going to go ahead and subtweet myself for the actual important shit I want to talk about. And on his actual stream, he said, like, I have a confession to make, guys. I wasn't really big on Space Jam.
Okay, so we got a problem now. Anyway, on the next episode of the Ring of Smoke, we're gonna kill that son of a bitch.
No!
It's happening. It's happening. No, that's it. It's that. Some motherfucker is getting cancelled from life.
No!
Your free trial of breathing has now. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. You know we love you.
Dude, no. Breathing is
Sleeping
like,
wide open, motherfucker.
Well, unfortunately, breathing is like WinRAR, okay? Just because the free
It constantly glitches and freaks out.
Oh,
no, just because the free demo is gone doesn't mean that you get to stop doing it.
It's too expensive. I gotta keep using it.
Okay, no. Alright, no. We were over here like, oh, slander and calumny. I went ahead and said, like, from now on, until the Space Jam movie comes out, we at the Ravens flock are going to be double hyped just because. Just to rub it in
spite him.
face.
Yes, indeed.
Only because we care, we must hurt you.
If you're a fan of Looney Tunes...
Like an S&M relationship, the pain's gotta come and go.
Indeed.
Wait.
If you're a fan of the Looney Tunes, go watch the movie. If you're a fan of basketball,
Go watch the movie.
If you're a fan of just, slapstick comedy and awesome and good guys...
Cheap fun.
Cheap fun.
Do you like dank memes?
Then go watch the movie.
Something
Yes,
feels good.
dear. What's up?
Will one of you two tall people come help me? I'm dangerously short.
Help her out. I actually have something to talk about, fun fact.
Alright, in that case, Angel, you slide in.
Oh,
Does it
yay.
switch off your microphone? Yep,
I
there we
get
go.
the fun chair today.
No, my chair is taken over by vacant.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
So-
Bacon just lost the title to Angel.
Well, too bad. See, I happen to have more charisma than him, so I get to win this one. So, deviating briefly from the land of Space Jam, first of all, I'm actually rather excited for the movie to arrive. I'm really, really happy. I want to see what it comes in. Also,
Hey, any of you who are on in the chat on either Twitch or YouTube, please tell us something. Give us your opinion. Go nuts. We don't care. Come on.
fun fact, I saw that movie in Cuba, and I only recognized Bugs and Daffy. I had no idea who anybody
Anyone
was.
else
I'm
was.
like, who the fuck is Michael Jordan? Why is he so important? Okay, cool.
Alright, you're 15 seconds in my seat are done.
What the fuck?
We can't hear you, Jose.
Hang on.
Really? Just like that? Goddamn. I was actually enjoying being in a position of power for once.
No, you
is
got
this
your
what politicians feel like?
No, you got your 15 seconds of fame. It's over.
So let's talk real quickly about gaming, jumping
Wow.
into that line. So, as you all know, Ghost of Tsushima came out to fantastic
Slide over this
reviews, excellent work, beautiful reputation, and just a
Look
generally
around.
good game. I finished it myself a couple of days ago.
Yay.
Pretty good. So you think Sucker Punch will be done? You know, we released the game is good, end of story. Motherfucker, no we are not.
Really?
By the fall of 2021, they have introduced a free, completely free, no microtransactions, multiplayer game called Ghost of Tsushima Legends. You can play with 2 to 4 players with 4 different classes, and it straight up just goes into the supernatural.
Nice!
Like, we got fucking
Cool.
floating corpses, red mist, curses, and straight up Oni and demons just running around.
Miasma everywhere.
Yeah. Like, we went from fucking Samurai Showdown to Inuyasha all of a sudden.
Dude, that is awesome.
And apparently it's completely free for those who bought the game. Not a single microtransaction. I can't believe we live in a world that apparently is supposed to be a goddamn
When is it
advertisement
supposed to be
for.
released?
Fall.
This fall?
This fall.
Yay!
So, not satisfied with making one of the best exclusives for the PS4, Sucker Punch decides that they're gonna double the fuck down and bring it to you. Speaking of PS4s and PS5, Xbox and PS5 are still refusing to show their goddamn price tag. So until that happens, I refuse to say anything about them anymore.
That's fine.
When I get a solid number, we'll talk about that shit.
Dude, it's cool. We're getting a multiplayer Ghost of Tsushima game. Dude, are you kidding me? When that comes out, you better let us know, because I want to jump in on this.
Apparently, there is 2-player story missions, and then there's 4-player raid missions. They haven't revealed anything about the story in the multiplayer, but it seems like let's be honest, Ghost of Tsushima was grounded firmly in reality. In fact, every time you do a mission that has to do with some legend, it turns out to be a fairly mundane result. But here, let me give it to you. The trailer begins with one of those wooden gates turning into what appears to be a red portal to fucking Japanese hell.
Nice.
Right off the bat, we're going into Neo territory, and I am genuinely 100% excited to know what's going on here.
That's awesome, man. And of course, we can't wait for it either. And if you're a fan of Ghost of Tsushima, because I know there are some of you gamers out there who like that kind of style of gaming, dude, get your hands on the multiplayer game as soon as it comes out.
Yes.
And before we actually move on to the last little thing, I know you wanted to bring this up, and we're gonna go. We can go ahead and slip this in real quick. One of the things that you guys notice is the reason why we are on multiple platforms now is because we want to reach people as broadly as possible.
Indeed.
So that's why we're simulcasting. We're on Twitch and on YouTube. And our other show, The Wednesday Night War, is on Instagram. We're trying to see if we can stream also on Facebook Live, but it only wants us to do that exclusively. We'll get around to it somehow.
We'll get to it.
We want our friends. We want people who watch the Ravens flock. We want people to engage with us on every possible network, on every possible channel and platform we can, because we want you to be able to engage with us.
Is that number the number of people that are watching us?
The
Or is
little
that
red
just,
number? Yes.
is that just us, or is that them?
That is them.
Oh, well,
But
cool.
there's
Whoever
being-
3 of you are, thank you kindly for watching us. I hope you're enjoying the content.
Yes.
Hey, and you know what?
They're being politely quiet, though. I wish they'd speak
No.
up more.
I ask
Let's
nothing.
not force
Dude,
our
don't worry.
viewers to
Listen,
engage.
to whoever the hell is listening to us or just keeping us as background noise, I'm happy you're here, and I'm just happy that you're paying attention.
We
That's
have
it.
to be better than that, Lacha. We cannot force our viewers to
Yeah.
watch us.
Look at our dicks all you want to. We're not going to ask you to suck them.
Wow, really?
I guess we're not.
Yeah, I bet one of you motherfuckers was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Oh my god.
Well, the point here is that we're trying to not keep all our eggs in one basket.
Yosh.
Because as of late, how things have been going on with YouTube has been dreadful, dumb, very uncreative, very restrictive. So,
As of recently, the policies of YouTube have become, that's the word we're looking for, have become more stifling and restrictive. And recently we came to news that, quite frankly, confirm I believe that switching to another platform was a good thing. You all know about Leafy? He's a very famous YouTuber, known for being somewhat controversial and for sort of flexing on everybody.
I know him.
Had
as
5
he
million
doesn't keep up.
subscribers. Well, as of recently, Leafy's channel was terminated. All of it is gone. The reasons for it are unknown. It is implied that apparently he talked a little too much shit about a certain streamer and he got banned, but the most likely cause appears to be that he talked shit about another YouTuber called H3D3 something 3, whatever. The guy apparently
H3?
Yeah, apparently the guy's got a bit of a bad reputation about him, and it is implied that Leafy's video, which was a parody which involved H3's wife committing suicide, once again, parody, may have been the straw that broke the camel's back, except his channel didn't have any strikes or warnings. It was just completely and utterly terminated. Now, the whole fan base is split 50-50. A bunch of people are happy that this happened, a bunch of people are not happy that this happened. I would say to the ones that are happy to not be happy at all, because if this can happen to somebody with 5 million subscribers, it can happen to you. Let's not forget, we abandoned television because we were looking for the edge, which we found in YouTube. Now YouTube is sanding down the edges and becoming all smooth like a billiard ball.
Yes.
Imagine destroying the very reason why you're famous. Wow, this feels like WWE all over again, isn't it?
Go freaking figure.
The people in charge are doing some stupid shit with the policies, and YouTube has become a place of danger. You can't make fun of people anymore, not even for parody. You can't say certain words anymore. You have to genuinely censor yourself. Some words will straight up get your video demonetized or destroyed. Even saying something as simple as bullying. Oh yeah, that word is doing it to you now.
So saying that word is a no-no for YouTube.
Well,
yeah,
it's a
among
good
many
thing
other
that-
words.
I guess it's a good thing that we're so small at this point. We don't even have 200 subscribers.
Imagine
yet.
that. The fact that we don't exist is the only thing keeping us safe.
Yes, and for those of you who are watching, we appreciate you watching. As Juan mentioned earlier, we are now simulcasting on multiple platforms. So even if we do, by some godly miracle or whatever the hell, get canceled by YouTube.
You mean, how's that a miracle? That's
Well, not a miracle, but like by some freaking accident.
Only the wrath of God can put us down.
Yes. We get canceled by YouTube. We're still going to be on other social platforms because we are the Ravens flock and we are literally everywhere.
Yes.
And I'd like to close that part off by saying, fuck James Onision Jackson right up his ass. He's a pedophile and he's a disgusting human being. So if you want to try and cancel me for something, why don't you try and cancel me for that? Oh wait, you can't because it's true.
He's also a horrible writer, like in general.
He writes
Child pornography.
I found the book. I read it.
Ugh.
It was depressingly boring, dude. Like, it wasn't even like giftily bad.
Which one?
The first one, The Reason I Hate You or something
Oh
like
no,
that.
that's the second. This
Oh.
is why I hate you. Read it?
Yeah, I started read like about chapter 1 and I'm like, this is just
Stupid.
boring. You're not even a bad writer. You are a boring writer.
Maybe he should share the same cell with the idiot from earlier.
I could smear my crap on paper and it would look bad. Anyway, I'm not here. Point in case is,
Fuck Onision.
if somebody has... Leafy was known for pushing the envelope. Unfortunately, I fear he had pushed it so far that ended up in getting stalled. But consider the fact that let me put it this way. The shit that Leafy did, Rick and Morty did way worse.
And they did better too.
Imagine a world where TV is now edgier than YouTube. The turns have table, my man. We're in fucking clown world now.
Obviously,
Up is down and black is white.
Obviously, we're not going to be repeating those same jokes on our platform.
Except of course for fuck Onision.
Except for fuck Onision.
That's not a joke. That's a statement of fact. Why do you want to fuck him? He doesn't
No, I
deserve
don't
that.
want to fuck him. I'm saying he should go get
His
fucked.
butthole doesn't deserve your penis.
No, it doesn't, but he reams
I
dildos
just
on
told
his own
him that he should share the same cell with the idiot attacker from
Actually, you know what?
The funny thing is,
This guy fucks himself in the ass for money on his OnlyFans.
You know what?
He doesn't make
I take it back.
anything.
He doesn't deserve Big Baba in the shower jail. Big Baba deserves better than that. Big Baba is a man of
Alright,
respect,
alright.
principles,
Okay.
goddamn.
I gotta tell you this right now. The guy is a terrible character, but people sometimes like terrible characters. What we like better is good characters, good people, and good characters that inspire.
We like
characters that
charismatic
that question us who we are. Characters that we can grow up to deconstruct, only to reconstruct and reaffirm what they stand for.
We
Such
like
characters.
charismatic characters.
Some characters can be deadly serious, others can be ridiculously funny. From the highest of the heights to the lowest of the lows. There are some characters that have built a fandom of all their own for nearly
100 years now.
perhaps I'm saying the wrong word. They haven't built a fandom. They've built a fandom. Yeah, I know. I'm bad. I'm just like
Good God.
shoehorning. Okay, we're talking about DC FANDOME.
That wasn't a
which is happening
segue.
now.
That was a train crash.
You know what it is? It's multi-track drifting. You're trying to see if
Nah.
you choose between being subtle or being overt.
Nani?
Multi-track drifting.
Multi-track
But on, to
drifto.
the eyes and the viewers of the layman, tell us, what is DC FANDOME?
As of right now, it's a live stream convention event that DC and Warner Brothers is airing right fucking now as we speak.
Really?
So far, they've been putting out a lot of announcements, and during the DC FANDOME, they've had panels via Zoom meetings of writers, of producers of movies, of comics, of video games, all under the DC properties of DC Universe by Warner Brothers and shit.
Interesting.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So-
cool.
Unfortunately, there's no overpriced merchandise to buy, but can't have them all.
You know what? I can live with that.
What cool things have we gathered from the fandom so far?
Well, first off, I'm gonna give a shout out to the folks that we're ripping off this information from. So, sorry. No, IGN.
It is no ripoff. It is merely
Re-reporting.
acquisition.
No, we are corresponding with their reporting. So, IGN, of course. I want to thank again our buddy who hates Space Jam, Andy Signor on Popcorn Planet. He's been
Putting out videos all day
today.
Good
as
man.
the announcements are coming out.
Jody from Jody's Corner, the dude with the beard, I showed you him.
Ah, yes.
He has been on top of this shit like white on rice, along with,
You can't say that, that's racist to rice.
Oh yeah, tell that to Los Angeles correspondent Louis Lecca.
Sounds to
of
me like
Nerd
you are
Report.
alienating brown rice. That sounds very racist from you.
Oh my god.
Racist.
I was building that shit up for like an hour.
Sample time, sample time,
Sample
sample
time.
time.
See, I told you, she exists. Short woman, large bazongas.
That's
What's going on?
impossible.
Sample.
Also, are you
That'll-
accusing Juan of going against the grain?
Is a
Well, I'm not saying that he cultivated that opinion over many years. I'm just saying that.
no, but we have,
Thank you.
but we have,
Sample of the bean.
but we have sampled and germinated that,
Ooh, that's good bean.
and we've
This
planted
boy eating beans.
Boys, needs nothing more?
nothing more.
Nothing more.
I would say maybe make some rice to go
There's
with it.
rice already going.
Perfect balance.
Hey!
I had Midget taste it because my salt taste
Yeah.
is off.
As we speak, our beloved friend Lyra here is working her ass off in preparing delicious pork chops that we will all partake in once we're done here.
Indeed.
Exactly.
That would be mojo pork chops.
Oh,
Hell yes.
tops. Ooh.
Right.
It is I, Mojo Jojo
Yeah,
Pork.
so okay.
Go on. So
Before,
going back to
before I get derailed too much, again, shout out to Louis Lecca of Nerd Report. He's been on top of this stuff. This man is a freaking treasure. Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and
Oh.
Wonder Woman 84, she loves this dude. He is a great guy. And another friend to the Ravens flock, she is a cosplayer and she was an invited guest to help spread the word of the DC fandom.
Nice.
Heidi Matrix. She is best known for, well, to the general public, for her Harley Quinn cosplay
Oh,
in the Wolverine premiere of
that one.
Suicide Squad.
Honestly, I
Okay.
remember when you showed me the pictures, and I'm like, these are better than the actual movie.
Nice.
Also yesterday, this past Friday, was Heidi's birthday. So once
Congratulations.
again, Heidi, mwah,
Happy belated birthday.
happy
May you
birthday to
continue
you.
cosplaying.
I got your back, all right, sister. Thank you.
Yes.
Because she was hosting a watch party today
Cool.
while DC Fandome's going on. So, so giving shout outs to all our friends here and giving you all nothing but love because you guys are helping us get this information for what's going on in DC Fandom. One thing that was actually announced earlier this week ahead of DC Fandom was the triumphant return of Mr. Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne in the upcoming Flash movie, which was announced today to once again star Ezra Miller as the Flash, Barry Allen.
As we
And-
remember, the somewhat mixed reception of the original Justice League movie resulted in Mr. Affleck stepping away from the front spotlight, leading many to fear that he would not play the Cape Crusader again.
It wasn't just the mixed reactions of Justice League. He was in the worst run of his professional and personal life while in the production of Justice League. He was in a separation. He had low self-esteem. He was drinking a lot. It was a very bad
Depression,
problem.
alcoholism, relation. Wow, he was really channeling Bruce Wayne real hard on that one, wasn't he?
No, man.
I'm not even joking. I mean it. Like, look at it. Bad personal relationships, alcohol problems, severe personal issues, constantly swamped with. It's just Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah, there's
Unwillingly,
definitely parallels
he may have stepped into the shoes of his characters a little too hard for his own good.
Like,
Cement shoes, bro.
Yeah, the parallels are real thick.
Oof.
But thankfully, like Bruce Wayne, like is going to be coming back in the form of Ben Affleck here, along with potentially, actually no, not potentially, but it's almost pretty much confirmed, the OG himself, Mr. Michael Keaton, will also be appearing in the Flash movie. They're going Flashpoint Paradox.
Is he gonna be the bad guy
style.
again?
No,
No, he is-
He's coming back as
Batman.
the Tim Burton Batman Bruce Wayne.
The OG
Wow.
of cinematic Batman.
Man, is it okay if I kind of want him to be all Bruce for if we ever get a
Yeah,
Batman
man,
video?
beyond, that's
Come-
what people are leaning
Come on, man.
towards.
He's the only one who's the perfect age and build to do it. Just do this for me. Come on.
So what other stars have been confirmed? for
We
this?
don't actually have enough good confirmation, but one other thing that we do know for a fact, Matt Reeves' film The Batman is still on. It's live. It's going in production,
Glad to
which
hear.
stars Robert Pattinson as young Batman, as young Bruce Wayne, sort of year one, year two style Bruce Wayne.
Once again attempting to escape the reputation built from his previous acting career, in which he's known from that guy who died in the Harry Potter movie and that dude who sparkled in My Little Pony. Friendship is bloodsucking.
He means the Twilight movies.
Man,
but
Edward, that dude had it rough. He really is a good actor, but he got like the
gets-
worst fucking scripts to show his chops.
Pretty much.
Like the fun thing is that people are now hedging their bets on like, okay, we might very well have 3 Bruce Waynes in this Flash movie because of the Flashpoint
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
Possibly, maybe, I don't know. But it would be fun to see that happen because what we're seeing right now is that, as Andy had actually speculated, is this Flashpoint film is going to help do like the proper resetting on everything going on with the DC movies because after Justice League, stuff started falling apart. It was like sneezing on a piece of chiffon paper. It wasn't going to hold any weight. So that's why
Hey guys,
we
what
had
if we cram
Aquaman.
like 7 plot lines in one movie quickly?
Exactly. That's why we had Aquaman. That's why we had Shazam coming up.
Man.
Wonder Woman right before Justice League was
Still
well
waiting.
met. Still holds up. Perfect.
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman 84 is feeling like, production-wise, something that's being used as part of the reset for the Flashpoint stuff.
I know this is unlikely, but every time I see her gold armor, all I keep thinking is Saint Seiya. I'm like, please do a shout out to
The
that.
trailer to Wonder Woman 84 was also released today. They showed Kristen Wiig as the Cheetah.
Looks cool.
It looks alright. Some folks are saying, oh, she looks like cats.
I'm
But
like, donning so.
I guess. But
Bro,
not really.
no.
No.
I seen cats. Do not compare cats to this.
Wait.
Sorry.
I own the original Cats movie, by the way.
You mean the
Fun
Broadway
fact.
Broadway performance.
The original script for the CG movie had buttholes.
release
Fully
of
rendered CG cat
Kitten
buttholes.
Hey,
I'm
no,
like,
Release of
listen,
level
man.
Did you have the misfortune of watching the movie?
Yes.
Alright, no, but seriously, like, at this point, like, I see what you're saying with, Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac. She looks like
That-
a freaking Caballero of the Zodiac.
Dude,
yeah,
I was
I
expecting Ryu's Heiken to come flying out of her fist
Dude,
any
she's
second.
web slinging using lasso truth on lightning
That is
bolts.
some Saint Seiya shit. I'm just
That
saying.
is some Saint Seiya shit.
I'm not
Let's
saying.
leave
I'm
that.
saying. When do we get our Sailor Moon live adaptation?
They tried that in the 90s, it was laughed out of the building. remember?
Damn it!
Yeah.
You know what? Technology has advanced enough. We can do it now.
Someday we will get there.
Someday, somehow.
That was Spider-Man 2, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't.
Right now.
Spider-Man 2 did not have the song.
No,
It
that's
had,
what I swore.
Vindicated! I am selfish! I am right!
You shut up. That song was great.
I swear I'm right!
Swear I knew it all along.
But I am flawed. And so I'm going to horny jail.
I am
Singing me now the Tobey Maguire you saw yourself.
So clear. See, you rip on the fucking song.
Because you know you're going to horny jail.
I'm already in horny.
Okay, I'm just saying that for Spider-Man 2, Mary Jane was kind of a bitch.
She was.
Listen, I know romantic movies do this thing when she runs away from the altar, but you know what I was thinking?
Hey.
What about the groom? He didn't seem like a bad person. You just fucked over that dude and humiliating him in front of hundreds of people. You are a horrible person.
They wrote Mary Jane poorly for the trilogy, man.
Oh, honestly, of all the good things of Spider-Man 2 movie, Mary Jane's role in it was the weakest part of them all. Let's
I guess you're,
I mean,
I guess you're right on that.
I'm getting sidetracked. Point in case.
Back on the fandom.
Back on the DC. We got.
Okay, now another thing that came out, and I was showing you and anyone who was watching us sit down and listen to me play live, I was actually showing you the little teaser they gave for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Ah, yes.
And
Who directed the previous Suicide Squad?
what's his name? David Ayer, the guy who did Bright.
Okay, so not the best choice. But now we got Mr. Gum, the man who did the impossible and canceled his own cancellation out of sheer talent. Can you imagine being so fucking good that people try to dig dirt out on you and you somehow go, I'm gonna use that dirt to fertilize my garden, eat shit and die.
Yeah.
So, okay, first off, better director for this. No offense to the previous guy, I just feel like he wasn't ready for this kind of shit.
We got three.
Better director.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a much better director. It looks like they've got another all-star cast, a bigger squad, a bigger cast of crazy, colorful DC
Much
heroes.
better looking crazy DC hero.
Run down the names for us.
I can't run down the names, but like the ones that stick out, we got 4 returning cast members.
We have the
coming in.
Invisible Man.
No, we don't have an Invisible
Yes,
Man.
we do.
Let him say
No, we
it.
don't.
Yes, we do.
No, it's not in here.
You can't see him.
I'll figure him out in a minute.
God.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Viola Davis is returning as Amanda Waller.
Okay.
You can't keep her down.
She's one of the few good parts of the original
Shoot,
movie.
hang on a minute. We've got Johnny Courtney returning as Captain Boomerang.
Also one of the few good parts of the movie. Let's be honest, he was the perfect.
Hold on.
Let's be honest. He was the perfect scumbag, let's be
Okay,
honest.
Joel Kinnaman as Colonel Rick Flag coming back.
Why? He's an NPC. What do we need him here
He's
for?
he's like an apple pie.
Like, hopefully, because it looks like they're going to give him more
Don't
character.
insult apple pie. That man was a sheet of
And
crust.
The reason why I didn't want you to jump the gun is because as Vanessa Williams said, you won't save the best for last.
Okay.
Margot Robbie returning as Harley fucking Quinn.
One of the few good parts of the Harley movie. Let's be honest, I don't like those two movies. Not
The Birds of
that.
Prey, Harley
I
Quinn
didn't care
movie.
for what they did, but I will never deny that the actress's portrayal and work on the character was one of the few highlights of the actual plot. So seeing her come back here with a much better costume, thank God. Okay, whoever they hire for the costumes in this one, give them a raise. They actually got it right. They got it like the perfect combination of enough color and enough dark to not look stupid, but to look real enough to not look pretentious.
And also give it the style of let's have it be a badass Harley fucking Quinn, but let's not forget she owns her sexuality, so of course you're gonna get.
She's a woman's woman, damn it.
And she owns herself, so
She's like,
she'll
she's
flash
got
what
that
she
shit.
wants you to see, and that's
She doesn't look like a crack whore anymore. I'm so happy.
what the flow like,
Bro,
like,
Birds of Prey. She looked like she fell in a dumpster that then got put in another dumpster that got compressed. You remember the trash compactor?
Okay, because she's got like two looks in there.
The first one.
The first one where she's got like she's crapped out in the bar, or the other one where she's actually fighting and whipping shit.
The first one.
The first one, like,
Come on,
she-
dude. That was fucking terrible.
That
was terrible, but that's why she changed. Into
True, but still, point in case I'm getting to here is the costumes look a million times better now.
I don't know, man. I liked her costume from the first Suicide Squad movie. I liked the heels. The heels were cool.
I wasn't feeling the booty shorts, man. It was, yeah, you were feeling a lot of things right there, weren't you?
Oh, shut up.
Go to
You're having a boner for the Enchantress.
No, actually, I like Katana better. The Enchantress is pretty good.
What?
Well, the Enchantress is like second place. Katana was like first place because she was an anime.
Go to horny jail.
Go to horny gulag.
Shut up.
Go to the horny jail.
Oh, no.
But anyway, no.
One little addition that they brought up with Harley Quinn's look on her is she got a new tattoo. They got one on her back.
Oh yeah. What did he say again?
It says property of no one. Do you remember her fucking jacket, the little high school jacket that she had, the lettering jacket showed property of the Joker?
No, not anymore.
Yeah,
She's
she
her
has
own
a
woman
secret
now.
jacket, and she's got it emblazoned, tatted on her back, property of no one. I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, sis, bruh.
Question.
Whatever, yeah.
Do you
Harley,
think the
fuck
Joker
yes.
will show up in this one?
Very
And if so,
likely.
who would play him?
Wait, the Joker?
Do you think he will? No? You
Not
sure?
this time.
I don't know.
You know what? Maybe it's for the best. Because after a while, you just get tired of seeing the same fucking storyline with Harley. Maybe we just want to see what happens when Mrs. Quinzel truly strikes out on her own, you know?
Yes.
Because let's be honest, Birds of Prey was just a bad breakup episode all around for everybody.
It was like the fallout of bad breakup, and then, oh shit, I gotta deal with consequences. Fuck.
So-
For lack of Joker, they had the Black Mask played by Ewan McGregor, which was a damn good performance.
He did a pretty good job on that one.
Until they killed him.
Until they killed him. But he
Man,
has to die.
comic book movies just don't let us have any good. Thanos was the only one that lasted more than one movie.
Now, in the original Suicide Squad movie in 2016, they had Will Smith, the #1 top actor of all time.
As
in
Will
that
Smith.
movie. As Will Smith. Well, as Deadshot.
No, it's just Will Smith.
It's just Will Smith. Well, give him a little credit. He gave characterization to Deadshot.
You're gonna love
All I
this.
saw was the Fresh Prince of gunshots.
That's more characterization than Deadshot had in the comics.
Well, yeah,
All
but
right, let me
it's
go
just the
ahead.
Fresh Prince.
Let me go ahead and clue you in on the rest.
Roll.
Let me go ahead and clue you in on the rest of the cast over here. And we got some real star headliners up on
We
this
got
shit.
star power.
Idris fucking Elba
Of all people.
as as Bloodsport, a convicted felon serving time in prison for shooting Superman with a bullet made of kryptonite.
You better be a real.
He was originally going to be playing Deadshot, but James Gunn eventually decided he's going to be a new character instead.
Okay.
So that
I mean,
way-
maybe it's for the best, because Deadshot in the original movie is like, you know what, I'm done. I
Yeah.
did my part, I'm going to just do my time in jail and help my little girl with her homework. The end.
Yep. Like I said, okay, we've got the 12th Doctor himself, Mr. Eyebrows motherfucker, Peter Capaldi
Wow.
as the Thinker. Okay, you don't know who the Thinker is? This is the Thinker.
Ah, yes, Mr. Crazy
Okay, what
Doctor
his fucking
Brain.
superpowers are? Just out of curiosity.
How about the power to fly? That do anything for you? How about the power to kill a yak from 200 miles away with mind bullets? That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Telekinesis.
How about the power
AI control.
to move you? Suicide Squad!
Okay,
Tell me what is the secret of the box office?
this was fucking crazy.
What up?
Michael Rooker, who you may know as Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh,
coming
cool.
in as Savant. Alright?
He already looks the part, man. These people are made for these
Yeah,
roles.
like he's already a
Fuck, yo!
Oh, fuck, okay.
I'm in DC Comics, yo!
Someone has to say it.
Wait, he crossed over. Does that mean Marvel is gonna kill him with that?
Okay.
Well, Marvel killed him.
Oh shit, they knew. They foresaw his betrayal. He had to go.
Okay.
Maybe this is the wrong name or the right name. I'm not sure.
Mr. Nathan Fillion, who is best known as Captain Malcolm Reynolds from the Firefly movies.
Wow.
The series. Yeah, Nathan Fillion, Captain Hammer,
Well,
is coming in as Floyd TDK Belkin, a.k.a. Arm Fall Off Boy. He can remove his limbs at will.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
This
They're
character.
going for like the
There was an
weirdest-
article in Crack.com with Sean Baby making fun of this very character.
Alright.
He's a fucking walking Ken doll. He
Come
don't-
on, man. Get to the good shit.
This has been pretty good shit. So.
I'm not doing good shit, but I want to get to the great
Okay, we saw the reveal of King Shark.
Yes,
Appearing
and I gotta say,
complete with a nice,
looks way better than whatever the fuck they did with Crocodile.
with Killer Croc, which was a dude in prosthetics. They could have made it look better, but the problem is that when he took his jacket and all that stuff off, instead of being this hulky beefy thing,
It's
his
just
arms were
a
like
dude.
this tall, no, like this skinny, and he was like sort of emaciated. He looked
Yeah,
like shit.
The only
they should have
thing
put like a
that-
wrestler in there or something to build up the proper musculature, you
The
know?
only thing that made him stand out was his personality, because I did like
Yeah.
his lines. Bitch, I'm beautiful.
BLT.
But they got King Shark in as a CG character, which is kind of weird considering that we got Taika Waititi in this film in an
Wait,
unnamed
what?
role. Yeah.
Oh, he's the shark.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, dude, he's Taika Waititi. You know he would jump at the chance of doing. He played Hitler once.
I'm a shark. So he was Hawkman, he was Hitler.
He was Rocks.
So yeah, he'll definitely be
It's
King
that.
Shark.
Dude, honestly, I think Taika Waititi is the director who has the most fun making his movies. You know he goes in going, I wonder what crazy shit can I do today.
But who's playing Deadshot?
Deadshot's not in this. Idris Elba was
going to replace him, but they just made
made
a
a new character instead, so Will Smith might.
might return to the
I guess that was a dead.
Shot.
Aww.
And finally, we have a renegade vigilante by the name of Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, played by none other than John Cena.
John Cena.
Once again, proving that wrestlers should have gone into movie making a long time ago, since they're basically theater actors
A
anyway.
16-time WWE champion and a big-time movie star, John Cena will be in the new Suicide Squad film as Peacemaker.
I guarantee you they're going to make at least one
Okay,
stealth joke
I
about
showed
it.
you one character here that looked sort of
You
weird.
gotta get one in there, man.
Right?
No joke. There's a character named.
Polka Dot Man.
What the fuck?
You saw it, right?
This guy came from that time from the comics where the Wizard was considered a good
It's
hero.
wearing the polka dots covering his costume into a variety of devices, played by a gentleman by the name of David Datsmalkian. I believe this is how you pronounce the name.
Okay, so I guess we have our Deus Ex Machina. I guarantee you those dots are gonna come in handy for something stupid at the end of the day.
It'll be fun. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I know it's gonna be fun because I can see whenever I start seeing heroes with dumbass superpowers like this, two things are gonna happen. Either this is going to be pretentious garbage or it's going to be fun. And we got James Gunn and Taika Waititi, two men that have been working in the comic books movie industry, essentially bringing fun to the screens.
They were bringing in Guardians of the Galaxy. They brought in freaking Thor Ragnarok.
Remember that time Star-Lord was in Office Space?
Remember that time? The friggin' Thor decided he's going to have an adventure in the middle of the end of the universe.
What a strange time. But anyway, point in case is, based on what we have seen, based on what we have known, we could still be wrong, but Normally, we go into movies with our expectations at a good old 0, because we like to give every film we watch a good chance, unless we know for a fact they're shit. For this one, I dare say my expectations are a little raised, because so far, Taika and James haven't let me down yet, and I would like to think that they're not going to do it now. Because if they do, that's how I know 2020 truly is a lost cause, and we should have, and Thanos should have killed every single one of us.
Think for yourself. I'm still gonna have fun regardless, because even if it does come out as being pretentious or bad or whatever, I'm gonna have fun and laugh at all the stupid shit.
Well, if
there's always stupid shit in a bad film.
Well, yes, but the important thing is how well, dude. It's comic books. By default, that shit is kind of stupid. But the important thing is, how do I put this? It's meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
How you cook the meat and potatoes determines how, like, it can be something you eaten before, but if it's well prepared, I mean, when you think about it, mashed potatoes with like gravy and cheese and filet mignon steak, it's like 5-star food, but it's still meat and potatoes when you get down to
No,
it.
I get what you're saying, and what I'm trying to say is two things will happen. Either this movie will be successful, and I'm going to be happy, or this movie's going to flop, and I'm going to be happy and laughing. But at the end of the day, I win.
Oh, so you have finally learned to embrace the Schadenfreude that flows through my veins every single second of my life.
I believe more to the point here is Jose's decided to embrace fun.
Fun.
I thought you were going to say chaos, but that works too.
Fun comes in all forms. Yes, it would even come in the form of Chaos Angel.
I have nothing but fun thoughts.
One other announcement that I wanted us to bring up was, of course, the announcement of a brand new video game by DC Studios and Warner Media, simply entitled Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Okay, the premise is actually pretty good. This takes place in the DC universe. Bruce Wayne is apparently dead in this story.
Oh
And
no, Batman died.
Batman's gone, so there is a rise in lawlessness and chaos and destruction. So it is up to the remaining Bat family. Nightwing, Dick Grayson, the Red Hood, Jason Todd.
I am really happy
Tim
for
Drake,
that one.
Robin, and of course Barbara Gordon's Batgirl. So it's Tim Drake, not Damian Wayne.
Thank God.
Okay, so it's Tim Drake as Robin, not Red Robin.
So the
Right.
question is,
They're
how's the
taking up the mantle
gameplay
and-
for this? What are we looking at here?
Ooh.
I haven't seen it yet, but we're going to take a look when we're done with this broadcast tonight, folks, so that
I'm
we can
already
actually...
excited.
Is this
by
made
the
by the
title.
same studio that did the Batman Arkham games?
Let me double check here.
I'll double check, but you know what? I'm psyched regardless, because when you hear Gotham Knights, what's the
Yeah.
first thing that comes to your head?
Batman games, the good
Batman.
ones.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. You know what I want? I want this game to go all the way and make it so in this continuity, Batman is really dead.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We know
Don't
for a
surprise
fact-
me with some bullshit plot twist because, oh no, comic book character with over 80 years of a history is
Do we have
dead.
any confirmed villains that will be?
We know that we're going to see Mr. Freeze. We know that we're going to see the Court of Owls. In
Hey, now you're getting my
also,
interest.
supporting characters, we're going to see Alfred, of course,
Yay.
and from the Birds of Prey, Renee Montoya, the cop, the vigilante cop.
I'm down.
Who's a drunken woman, but yeah, that's fine.
See,
Yeah.
I want this game to be genuinely, no, Batman really is dead. That is going to surprise me more than his inevitable return. Also, if this is the way I see it, most likely it could play like Transformers War for Cybertron, where a certain number of chapters you play as a character with different skills and abilities, then you switch to another character for another section of the story.
A different character with a different character.
Just giving you a heads up, this is not in the Arkham universe, this is a separate continuity.
Good.
So, it's not Arkham. I
Good.
like the Arkham games, they're fine, but this is not Arkham.
Good. That means that you fuckers can actually take some risks. Make it so Batman really is dead on this one.
Maybe.
I want, you know what? If that happens, that will surprise me genuinely more than any other plot twist.
We'll find out, man. But right now, I believe we have.
I want to see his fucking corpse in the same street where his parents died.
That'd be brutal, man.
I want his corpse to be voiced by Kevin Conroy somehow.
Okay,
That would be badass, but I don't know if
that
we
would
can do
be
it.
badass, but right now, I think we're done.
I
I'm
believe
gonna
we're
need a
through.
minute if we're gonna be done soon. Give me a moment.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm gonna keep talking because
Kevin
for those
Conroy
who are
gets a
watching,
paycheck
I
for
hope you
saying
guys-
death gurgle.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching this edition of the Ravens Flock. As
Give me a
mentioned
second here.
earlier, we're simulcasting. We're available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/theravensflock, and twitch.tv/theravensflock.
Why are you trying to do that when I have our thing over here?
I just want to remind everyone.
How about we remind our viewers properly, and thank you guys very much for watching, and continue
can
to
read.
follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlock online, home of the Wednesday Night War. Search for our podcast, The Black Files, available on Stitcher Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And please consider supporting the Ravens Flock on our Teespring store, teespring.com/store/the Ravens Flock. Use our free promo code FSHIP2020 for free shipping on your order. And of course, subscribe to us, follow us, hit the notification bell on twitch.tv/the online and youtube.com/the Ravens Flock. Home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play Live, and the Ravens Flock Live.
All right,
Like
folks,
that.
and don't forget, tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for a special live stream edition of Fully Loaded Sunday, where I will review the Saturday edition of AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT Takeover 30. Or
Angel, you got
to call it Takeover Triple X.
Slap him for me, Angel. No, slap him.
Oh.
Really? Angel hasn't made a Triple X joke the whole time. Angel, throw us a Triple X joke.
Porn.
There we go.
You got anything?
State of the Union.
We're wrapping up. You got anything else you want to add tonight?
Not much
dude?
else. Thank you
No,
kindly
for
for
real.
joining us. I sincerely hope that you will join us again, and I hope that you enjoy the content that we brought you. We'll be happy to jump in here next week, God willing, and get shit done. And hopefully by then we'll have more interesting news besides the fact that everybody in the world is completely fucked.
Oh, Lord, there's always a silver lining for everything because fun is allowed and it's for everyone. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. That turned out pretty well.